Dear students, in the previous lecture of structure of atoms, we have started the Bohr atomic model. Okay, in Bohr atomic model, I am summarizing you what we have done, particularly for hydrogen. He established because we have to explain spectrum. Okay, so he compromises that yes, fixed orbit, definite energy, because on definite energy principle spectrum can be explained. Mean to say, suppose this is nucleus, first cell, second. So if they have some fixed energy, then only they can absorb certain frequency and emit certain frequency, because electron absorb energy, jumps to this cell. Okay, so that particular frequency he will absorb only. Okay, third, that energy particularly of any cells is equal to, in case of the hydrogen, is equal to RH. This RH stand for H stand for the hydrogen, R is for Rydberg constant, and for hydrogen Rydberg constant value is what? Minus 2.18 into 10 raised to power minus 18 joule. Okay, so RH divided by n square. So now fourth, MVR, angular momentum, is also quantized in that. That is equal to n integral n multiple of h upon 2 pi. Okay. And about the atomic radius as well. Atomic radii is actually 52.9 divided by n square picometer, sorry, multiplied by n square picometer. Okay, 52. So these are true for hydrogen, or you can say hydrogen like species. If you talk hydrogen like species, mean to say helium plus, lithium 2 plus, mean to say having single electron, those are known as hydrogen like species. So for hydrogen like species, this formula will get changed a little bit. How? Like a energy particle of any cells will get changed from this Rydberg constant, then divided by n square multiplied by z. Okay, and radius as well. In atomic radius case, atomic radius energy is z square. Z is your atomic number, dear. For helium it is 2, lithium it is 3. Atomic number. Which cell you are talking, that you will put here. So atomic radius about them is actually 52.9 n square divided by z. Z is again your atomic number. So that's how you will calculate. And if you talk about the frequency of which frequency will get absorbed, so you can easily calculate, because you know that delta E, the difference, is h mu divided by h. You mean to say frequency you can easily calculate by R 1 minus Ni minus Nf. Mean to say from where to where it is going. Initial mean to say, like if first cell it is jumping from higher to lower to higher. So initial one, final will where it is going, up to second going, up to third cell, that you will put here in case of final stage. So that's how you will get that which particular frequency get absorbed by the your particular elements. So these whole concepts runs around that. On that basis, Bohr particularly explained you, yes, that spectrum particularly for what? For single electron system spectrum got explained by the hydrogen. And these are the different things. In case of hydrogen we will follow these rules, in case of hydrogen like species we will follow these rules. Okay, these formulas particularly to calculate. But this is the result particularly, advantage of the Bohr model, but still there are the limitations. What are the limitations of Bohr model? that you know that a single electron system get explained, but multi electron, we know that atoms contain multi electrons, so multi electron spectrums are not explained. Now again, what more the limitation you will talk about? So electron while revolving must lose energy. So the whole concept the same thing, that atom stability is still questionable. Meaning to say, atom stability is still not defined by the Bohr model particularly. Okay, so some more things about the Bohr model. That there are some experiments carried out by some scientists, and they also prove that yes, Bohr model is not certain, still is not able to explain those phenomena. Like which one are those one? First one is dual nature of matter, given by whom? De Broglie. De Broglie is the scientist who gave you